Hello everyone, my name is Skeleton, and welcome to Outlast, a fun horror game that I am going to be achievement hunting. And for the sake of the playthrough, or the series, I am going to be turning my brightness all the way up so that you guys can see, because this game can be very, very dark. So, I mean like literally dark, you can't see. I'm going to be playing on normal difficulty for this playthrough. Outlast contains intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content, and strong language. Please enjoy. You are Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter whose ambition is about to earn him an intimate tour of hell on Earth. Always willing to risk digging into the stories no other journalist would dare investigate, you will seek out the dark secret at the heart of Mount Massive Asylum. Stay alive as long as you can. Record everything. You are not a fighter. To navigate the horrors of Mount Massive and expose the truth, your only choices are to run, hide, or die. Let's begin our lovely playthrough. Smiley face. Got this loading screen here.
Department of Agriculture Commissioner Salazar said changing weather patterns were to blame for livestock behavior.
Oh, gotta put on those subtitles. You guys know what it is. I can just change the difficulty? That's crazy. What does Southpaw mean? I have no idea.
Encourage ranchers and breeders to attend this weekend seminar on Beulah Avenue in Pueblo. And if you're out late tonight, you may see some low-flying helicopters near Silverthorne and Leadville. Seems the
Listening to this
Park Services will be spraying for an infestation of box elder bugs.
intro. I don't know if this is relevant to the story.
10 and 3.
Alright, but we got the AC on. It must be hot in this bitch. You see that in the bottom corner? The blue. We're on the blue side. It's cold. Cold in here. See, alright, so I got some stuff to question about this, okay? Now, don't worry. Alright, I'm a Resident Evil fan, so I know that, like, horror games and horror movies have not, that, like, don't even bring logic into the equation. Alright, if you're playing a horror game or a movie, you're just going to ruin it if you try to be logical, okay? September 17th, 2013, from mutemail.com, thank you. It's a tip about illegal activity at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. You're typing this out? They type, like, why'd you put that on the paper? Just put the other thing. I mean, don't bring logic into the equation, you guys. I'm still going to talk about logic because it's really funny, but I don't actually let it like ruin anything for me. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs I am very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt, and Murkoff is making money. It needs to be exposed. There we go. Our batteries and our camera. I've actually already played this game before, and I beat it, but it's been a long time. I'm a little bit familiar with the beginning of the game because I recently started it just to make sure that it's, you know, cool and I want to play it. So I did like the first 20 minutes of the game maybe. So I'm a little bit familiar with that, but past that point. Anyway, it's time to bring logic into the equation, even though I just said not to do that. So there are just so many things to talk about. Okay, this is just common stuff for horror movies. The camera's moving here, but there's nobody at the security booth. Okay, so that's our first red flag here, is that nobody's at the security booth. But even more than that, okay, if you're gonna break into an asylum, all right, and I myself, you know, I've seen the scary videos on YouTube. I like watching the exploration, urban exploration, and myself perhaps have dabbled in the exploration of abandoned property, and you just if you're going somewhere you're not supposed to be, I don't feel like you pull your car up like into the front entrance. You know? Like I'm just parked right there with headlights on and everything. I pull up to the security booth. Am I gonna like pay them $1 to get in here? What was my plan there? So I really don't know about that. But also, I did this the other night. I found out that you could do this, and so I decided to go do it. But there's a skip that you can do, and you can literally just finish the entire game in less than 5 minutes. See if I can do this on my first try. Nope. Alright, well, you can jump on this hedge there. There we go. There we go. See, you can do this. And once you're on top of this hedge, you can, like, pull your camera out and you zoom in right there. And then you put your camera down and you jump forwards. And if I jump forwards from here, I'll fall and activate this automatic checkpoint. And the checkpoint will put me at the end of the game, which is pretty goofy, pretty silly. I didn't even realize that this thing was broken. All the lights are on too. Like, if we're sneaking in, I just feel like this is just the worst approach that we could have possibly taken. So with all of the lights on, the sun is still up a little bit. Like, this is just such a strange time to choose to break into an asylum, but hey, I'm all here for it. So, this is cool. I watched this speed run for the beginning of the game, and you can jump up here instead of taking the ladder. How crazy is that? The more you know about speedruns. But normally you would walk over here and very slowly climb this ladder, and the ominous music would start playing. We jump over this. We're just straight up parkouring in here. We're gonna break in. I guess technically we're not breaking in. Actually, we're trespassing. There's a difference. So here's our first red flag, right? Like, power's out, but no one's here. All right, there were all kinds of red flags out there on why we shouldn't do this, but now we're in, and we got our glass. It's glowing for some reason, probably some bug thing, and we're in. It's like, okay, well, this room is that blood on the ground? It could just be a stain, whatever. So this isn't too bad so far. All right, we should probably be like really careful. All right, okay, make sure there's no one out here. Oh, look at that. Yes, very normal seeming. So the hallways are blocked up. Everything's good so far. There's our supposed static sound effect. I don't know if that didn't sound very staticky to me. It sounded more like demon shrieking. Here we go. Squeeze through, move towards the gap. Thank you. See, this is where we get to it. It's like, yes, I admire the contrast between the bloody wall and the bullet holes that they have. Lovely decor. The hand-smeared blood stain really brings out the colors of the hall. I like, at this point, I feel like you just be like, alright, well, this is fucked. Like, maybe you're like, okay, they just murdered someone, right? Like, nothing, no biggie. Just murder. Probably. Something like that. Nothing awful. Let's pull out our camera. Can we record this? Oh my god, I've busted in and there's blood. I'm actually going to be using my camera in this first playthrough. Which I'm not really sure. I don't want to become too reliant on it because ultimately you have to do this like really difficult playthrough of the game to get all the achievements. Project Walrider. Case number 174. Patient initials WPH Billy. Consultant dated consultation dated 2012-10-14. Is that October 14th? Initial date of patient consults 2009 04/12. What is that? January, February, March, April. Yeah, April. 19 years old. There's a guy. Patient claims to have progressed to self-directed lucid dream states. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing stage 4 hormone schedule. Spirometry revealed no bronchial accumulation. Bronchial hemocrotic hematocrotic what? Hematocrit. I can't read. Centrifuge again failed to separate. I'm putting this shit down. I don't even know what this stuff says, you guys. Straight up. I can't read. Like, hey. Hey. Son of a bitch. Alright, this is a, oh look, soda pop. I love cola drink. Damn. Some here. Mmm, yummy. What is this? Mmm, random body part. Delicious. Put that in the microwave. Crack open that cold cola. Please avoid contamination. Wash your hands. I will absolutely wash my hands before and after eating the spine. This is actually a pretty good place to end our first episode of Outlast. So, I'm actually gonna be an intro and outro Andy now, which is something that I haven't really done on the channel before. I usually don't do intros and outros, but now I'm gonna start doing that. So, thank you guys for joining me on this Outlast adventure, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.